Hello and welcome to this edition of Sports Night. I'm Sean Green. Well, Weymouth Wales are the local Double Crown football champions. The BFA Premier League champions added the Stag Bear Knockout Champions Cup to their silverware last night. After a hard-fought 1-0 win, it came over Paradise in extra time. This is the third place clash before the big finale. The battle between second division side Barbados Soccer Academy in the red and Premier League side Clayton's Colatonic Notre Dame. The first goal came in the 36th minute. Kemar Watson will strike for the Soccer Academy all alone, and that was it to close off the first half, 1-0. It was then in the second, in the 57th minute to be exact, that Trey Hines with a simple goal pushed Soccer Academy a step further to victory, hoping for another and even to hold off the Dames. But Armande Griffith was on the move, 2 minutes added into extra time, and slotted home one for the Dames, but it was a tad bit too late as the third place playoff title went to the Soccer Academy 2-1. Now onto the ultimate right to brag in the Stag, and it came from Wales deep in extra time against Paradise, a goalless match in regulation time, but it was an exciting one with a few close calls from both sides. Wales and Tristan Fishy Parish were looking for at least one goal that they could defend, but Paradise was a force to be reckoned with, and they kept up with the pace. But assisted with a corner kick from Kemar Headley, a header from Akeem Maloney was the prize goal. It was perhaps seconds away from a penalty shootout in the 120th minute, and that was what Wales needed. And the Carrington Village men held on and stood firm against Paradise at the AstroTurf with the 1-0 victory and the right to brag, champions with Stag. Well, International Amateur Athletics Federation Council member Frankie Fredericks has been provisionally suspended from athletics pending an investigation into a potential ethics violation. The native of Namibia is being investigated by the Ethics Integrity Unit over payments he received just days before voting on the 2016 Olympic host city. Now, the chairman of the IAAF Disciplinary Tribunal says Fredericks' suspension is not a presumption of guilt.
In a statement posted on its website, the International Association of Athletics Federation says its decision follows an application by the Athletics Integrity Unit to provisionally suspend Fredericks pending an investigation of a potential breach of the organization's code of ethics. The International Association of Athletics Federation has now set up a team to investigate this and other issues. The investigation into Fredericks, who is also the subject of a parallel International Olympic Committee ethics investigation, concerns payments received by Fredericks' company, Yemi Limited, from a company owned and controlled by Papa Masak Diak, the son of a former International Association of Athletics Federation President, Lamine Diak. Both Diaks are implicated by French prosecutors in a corruption case that includes extorting money from athletes to cover up doping. Diak Jr. was banned for life from athletics last year for his part in Russian doping scandal and wanted for questioning in France, where his father is on bail over allegations that he too profited from the scheme. The payments were made on or close to the date of the International Olympic vote awarding the 2016 Olympic Games to Rio de Janeiro. As an International Olympic Committee member, Fredericks was one of the persons entitled to vote to award the 2016 Olympics.
In cricket news, South Africa extracted sweet and cold revenge against England to square their 4-match test series. Playing at Trent Bridge in the second test, the Proteas humbled the English by bowling them out for just 133 in their second innings. That's 340 runs adrift of their target. Now, England started the day on 1 without loss in their second innings, but soon melted against some good fast bowling led by Vernon Philander, who finished with 3 for 24. Now, former England skipper Alistair Cook got 42 in that losing effort.
Alistair Cook and Keaton Jennings come to the middle. Bowled him! Right in on off stump is Philander. That is brilliant bowling.
Excellent start. No freebies to Jennings or Cook. Right on it, just a little nip back out, the gap between bat and pad, and off go the woodwork. Jennings has gone for 3, and it's 4 for 1.
Edged and wide of the gully, who'd moved just a touch farther, makes its way to the boundary. One nips back. Is it too hard? Could be close, could be close. They might go upstairs once again.
Ball tracking coming up, pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting. You need to reverse your decision, Simon. I will let you know when you're on screen. Yes, you're on screen now. Make the signal.
Brilliant review from South Africa. They get their second. Vernon Philander so close to the stumps. Invariably, he does pitch it in line. Beautifully punched straight down the ground. One's quick, but the ball wins the battle.
Oh, bowled him. Terrific delivery from Morris.
That's the sort of delivery you see Chris Morris bowl in the limited overs form of the game. Excellent delivery. What a Yorker.
Punch for Cook.
Yes, good shot.
Straight back through mid-on. Lovely shot. 20 overs, 64 for 3.
Comes from nowhere there, and I think he's gloved it. He has. Very good. The plan has worked. Not many bounce out Alistair Cook. Morris has.
Gone.
Driven on the up, but through extra cover. Usually when Moeen Ali drives you on the up, goes away for 4. He has good timing. Oh, edged, I think, off the back foot, yes. Top edge gone. Straight to the man at square leg.
Oracle didn't really have to move it. It's the 9th wicket down. Althea comes back into the attack and immediately picks up the wicket of Mark Wood.
Well, the damage has already been done. This is number 10, who fends off. Althea comes into the attack.
There we go. That is the end of the game. 2 in 2. Althea and South Africans celebrate. They deserve it. They've outplayed England in all departments.
So scores in the game: South Africa 335 and 343 for 9. England 205 and 133. The series is now tied at 1 game apiece. Hey, coming up, more cricket. Combermere lose a high-scoring contest in today's Sagari.
I have diabetes and nothing stops me because I decided to maintain my blood sugar spikes and weight in control. That's why I choose Glucerna Hunger Smart. It helps me manage hunger and minimize blood sugar spikes.
Glucerna Hunger Smart has 15 grams of protein to help you manage hunger as part of your weight loss plan. Glucerna, your good decision of the day.
Everyone washes dishes, but who ever heard of washing dishes for thousands of dollars? Watch the Beep Rinse and Shine Challenge on CBC TV 8. The teams will race against the clock to outwash each other for $5,000 cash in the Beep Rinse and Shine Challenge. Thursdays at 9:03 p.m. on CBC TV 8.
Get ready to rumble as professional wrestling Japanese style hits CBC TV 8. World Pro Wrestling, Tuesdays, 10:30 p.m. on CBC TV 8.
Drop kick to the back of Tanahashi. Okada now. He should have gone for the cover right there. Okada looking for the tombstone pile driver. He hits it
right through the canvas.
Every time I seen her, she would be texting or Facebooking, and she was constantly on her phone.
Tonight, the search intensifies for a missing teen from Blacksburg.
Police are looking into whether an app popular with teens was used to lure the girl.
Kids don't realize that the person that they're supposedly talking to that claim they're 15 or 16 years old actually may be the pedophile who's looking for someone to prey upon.
And the danger is everywhere. in the next edition of 48 Hours, Monday at 9:03 p.m. here on CBC TV 8.
Bryanston defeated Combermere by 2 wickets to remain unbeaten in the Cigar Full Sobers International Schools Cricket Tournament played at Dover today. Now sent into bat, Combermere posted 242 in their 40 overs, with Amari Goodrich and Darren Coffey top scoring with 52, while Kyle Rollins ended unbeaten on 45. Now for Bryanston, Hector McLean was the pick of the bowlers. He took 2 for 23, while Harrison Clark ended with 2 for 29. Here's a look at the innings of Combermere. Combermere wicket down with Costin Stout, the new batsman, but Stout gets the top of his middle stump hit as he goes for a duck at the hands of Harrison Clark, 14 for 2. Hector McLean keeping the pressure on the Combermereans with a quick delivery, with Shaka Marshall mistimes to Jasper Wallace at extra cover, out for 1, 16 for 3. Amari Goodrich quiet until now, hitting Clark through the covers for his first 4. Clark into Goodrich and gets beautifully driven through extra cover for another boundary. McLean into Thaddeus Chase as he pulls, top edging the ball high in the air as the keeper Oliver Thomas catches the ball, out for 5, 45 for 4. Goodrich continue tallying the runs, here driving Frank Terrell through the extra cover boundary for another 4. Goodrich started applying the pressure to Bryanston by his quick scoring, beating 2 fielders to the covers as the ball races for back-to-back boundaries. Darren Coffey wanted in on the action, pulling Jamie Guinness to the mid-wicket boundary for another 4. Terrell into Goodrich and he gets the treatment, pulled over cow corner for the first 6 of the innings. The two started to build a solid partnership for Combermere. Coffey pulling Guinness over the top and into the mid-wicket boundary for 4 more. Guinness into Goodrich and he worked this one down to long leg for, another 4. And Goodrich brings up his half century in style, driving over mid-wicket as the ball races away for 4, 92 for 4. Terrell finally got the big wicket of Goodrich shortly after, bowled for a well-played 52 to make the score 93 for 5. But Coffey kept on scoring for Combermere, putting Terrell over deep square leg and out of the ground for a big 6. The poor deliveries just kept coming as Coffey latched on quickly, pulling over a cow corner for another biggie. Coffey ended the expensive over of 27 runs, driving Terrell through the covers for 4, 125 for 5. And Coffey brought up his 50 with one of his favourite shots, pulling Johnny Plinder over deep square leg and out of the ground for a massive 6. Renico Lane picks up a boundary of his own, driving McLean through mid-wicket for 4. Lane getting into the groove, decides to go big, pulling Plinder over cow corner. That's his first 6. Coffey eventually lost his wicket, top edging to Alex Sands, high in the air as Plinder runs from gully to point to take the catch. A brilliant 1-2. He goes for 52. The score 152 for 6. Lane kept putting his foot on the accelerator, putting Plinder over deep square leg for a boundary. That's 6 runs as Combermere raced to 242 for 7 in their 40 overs. Now in reply, Bryanston got 244 for 8 to win with 1 ball to spare, and Johnny Plimmer, he top scored with 51, while Frank Terrell contributed with 45. Now for Combermere, Goodrich led the bowling attack, taking 2 for 34, while Coffey and Shaki Marshall both took 2 for 38. In more cricket news further afield, Shakender Raza brought up his maiden test 100 against Sri Lanka on the day 4 of the one-off test in Colombo to lift Zimbabwe to a second innings total of 377. The Tourists were actually reeling at one point. They were 59 for 5 at one stage in their second innings before Raza's 127. Now that left Sri Lanka with a victory target of 388. They closed the day on 170 for 3.
And he's 100. That's his first test 100. Shakender Raza just made it look so easy. No nerves at all. Came in on 97. The first 2 deliveries of the day. Through point. And that's his celebration. Gets a bit of bounce, he gets it fine.
And that's an excellent shot, really is. Textbook stuff from Sikandar Raza. One of the toughest shots in the book to play, the on-drive.
Over the top, straight to the man in the deep. Now that's a very poor shot.
It's not a very long time.
And bowled him.
And 10 wickets for Rangan Herath. Finds the edge. This is Apesh. And that's the end of the Zimbabwean innings. Rangan Herath gets his 6th wicket.
2 noises, yes, given. Creamer strikes.
Oh, Baldy got one in the right geese, and finally they get a big wicket.
Over the top.
Joe, keep going, Joe.
All the way she goes.
Good night, Joe.
So summarize scores in that game: Zimbabwe 356 and 377, Sri Lanka 346 and 170 for 3. Hey, still to come, Operation Beat All Comers in the Emancipation Handicap.
Community Files.
The George Allen Chronic Disease Research Center, in association with the University of Colorado, Denver, is recruiting participants for the Barbados Asthma Genetics Study 2014 to 2018. The study will help researchers understand how genes work and to find ways to prevent, diagnose, and treat asthma. If you're between the ages of 18 and 80 and are interested in participating, please contact Desiree Walcott at 426-6416, Nurse Mall at 233-7949, or Trevor Mall at 231-1338.
I have diabetes and every decision I make is important. I choose Glucerna to maintain a healthy nutrition. I drink it and recommend it to my patients.
Glucerna with Carb Steady is designed for people with diabetes, helps minimize blood sugar spikes, and it's delicious. Glucerna, your good decision of the day.
Watch Doctor on the Line every Wednesday on Morning Barbados with the compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL. From pregnancy and exercise.
Persons who had miscarriages in Barbados used to say they had it because they went to the stamp pipe and lifted a bucket of water, and next thing they lost the baby.
To the benefits of water.
Drinking enough water keeps your skin healthy, keeps your reduces fatigue, improves your mood.
Join us for Doctor on the Line on Morning Barbados as we explore matters affecting you and your family. Brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL.
Apparition took the honors on the BTC's featured race at the Garrison Savannah over the weekend, sprinting a distance of 1,100 meters in the Season of Emancipation Handicap. Apparition ran home ahead of favored Wildcat T and Daunting David.
And they're racing, and Daunting David broke very sharply, but Wildcat T has already opened up their lane. Apparition runs into second, Gazing is third. Then comes on the outside Dazzling David, Daunting David, and Forsaken One is beaten for early speed. The sprinting six-back round the far turn and head up the hill. And it's Wildcat T. 3 parts of a length up on Apparition, who pays close attention, 2.5 back to Gazing. There's a length and a half to Dazzling David on the outside. Forsaken One. Daunting David has all to pass and 3 furlongs to do it after opening quarter of 25 flat. They're coming towards the quarter pole. And it's Wildcat T on the inside, and on the outside Apparition. They're 5 clear. Forsaken One. Gazing has had enough. On the outside, Daunting David has found his best right. Dazzling David is the last to turn to the judge, and they're homeward bound. And it's on the outside, Apparition on the inside, Wildcat T. Apparition under a right-hand drive. Wildcat T also under right-hand drive. Can't answer as Apparition draws the clear and is going to win by a cheeky 2 lengths. Wildcat T is second. Daunting David was third. Forsaken One fourth. The winner stops the clock at 105-1.
Well, here's what's going on tomorrow, July 18th, the Sir Gary International Schools Cricket Tournament. That goes into round 6. There will be 12 matches in the schedule in 3 zones, venues all over the island. That bowl-off time is 11 a.m. It's also the beginning of Series 4 of the BCA Under-15 competition, being played at various venues as well. That bowl-off time is 12 noon. Well, thanks for joining us for Sports Night tonight. I'm Sean Green. Hey, we'll be back your way tomorrow with more sports. Good night.